When the pandemic began, a friend of mine sent a group of us an article from Harvard Business Review that was called That Feeling You're Experiencing is Grief. I've thought a lot about that over the past 9 months, especially now as we're going into the holiday season. Anticipatory grief, the grief of the uncertainty of what's to come. I think for many of us, there was a lull this summer, and now we see the second surge of the pandemic, and that anticipation of what will happen with the holidays as our staff begins to travel, as they begin to congregate with loved ones, as people have let their guard down over the summer and into the fall. The grief of loss, the loss of things that we are used to. Early on, it was the loss of routine. It was the loss of looking forward to something, of just being able to feel comfortable popping into the grocery store for something. Now it's the continued loss of connection, especially with families going into this holiday season. I've spoken to so many who are transitioning to Zoom. I'm sure many of you have seen that meme that's been going around that says Thanksgiving by Zoom or Christmas in the ICU, which is a dire statement, but we all know how important precautions are with regards to coronavirus. The grief of the loss of coming together, graduations, recitals, sporting events, weddings, just getting together with friends on a Saturday night. I know everyone has felt so much loss. And not only are you experiencing that loss, but you are supporting your residents and the people you serve as they experience it as well. But the flip side of all of that during this pandemic has been gratitude. Being grateful for another day, being grateful for being healthy, being grateful for you, our members who every single day are doing the most important work there is as you keep those around you, your residents, your clients, your team members, not only safe but purposeful. You lift them up. You have done extraordinary things to continue to make them feel valued and valuable during this experience. The gratitude for the simple things. There's another meme I'm sure you've seen that is, it's not about what you want. It's now about the simplicity of what we have. Those relationships that we do have, whether we're together or not. Netflix, for those of you who have been watching some binge-worthy shows, the downtime with your kids that you wouldn't normally have, puzzles, baking, cooking, being outside, just all the little things that I think we had lost to a certain extent and we've regained because the little things are what keep us sane and what we've been so blessed with during this time. Grief and gratitude, they are two concepts, two emotions, two feelings that go hand in hand. So as we go into this Thanksgiving holiday, I wanted to wish you, obviously, you and your family, a blessed holiday and just share one personal story. My very best friend, we've known each other since we were teenagers. Her brother passed away this last week, too young, at 53, from a fight with cancer. And as she made remarks at his service about grief and gratitude, she talked about being grateful for the journey as a caregiver, the laughter that was shared, the friendships that were rekindled, the fact that she could pick up a phone and text somebody, "I need you," and they would show up. Did I mention the food? The extraordinary amounts of food that were delivered when she was his primary caregiver. She said there was beauty in that journey, that she was grateful to be there when he was brought home from the hospital, and she was grateful to be there to hold his hand when he passed. And at the service, her mom asked the pastor, what is there to be grateful for right now? And the pastor said, we can be grateful for the life that was lived and the love that was experienced. So right now, I wish for you and your family gratitude for the lives that you are living, gratitude for the love that you have, the love you share, the love you give. And whether you can hold the hands of those you love most right now or not, I know that you're holding them in your hearts. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for all you do and for being a member of Leading Age Virginia.